Hey guys, you asked me to make a YouTube video so that we would have the dance on film and put it with the music, and so that's what I'm doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break down every beat of the dance, and I'm going to go over whose ripples are whose, just to make sure we're clear on that. And then afterwards, I'm going to do the dance with the music so you can hear it and so that you'll have it. Keep in mind, I am still mirroring you. So whatever I'm doing when you're watching this video back, you will still be able to do what I'm doing as in the opposite arm, just like if we're on the field. So we're gonna start at the point, assuming that the siren is going off in the music and everybody has stood up. So basically, we're all standing here waiting for the drums to start, or most of us. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do my steps based on group 1. However, if you're in group 2, just keep in mind you're just going to be facing the other side. Same counts, same motions, just the other group. So to start, as soon as the drums start, and also keep in mind when you're listening to the siren, you will hear like a little, like where it stops for like a split second. That's basically right before count 9, which is where Maui stands up. So when you hear that, you better be ready to have those drums start. And if you were counting all along in your head with the 1 and 2 and 3 and, then you would already know that the drums are going to start once you reach 9 anyways. But if for any reason you lost count or something happened, when you hear that split in the siren music, all you have to do is count basically one more count, and then the next count is going to be 1. And you'll see it when I do it, or you'll hear it when I do it. So again, count 1, we're starting with our hands are in fists, we're looking at the audience, and even though you can't maybe see me all the way back here, I have a smile on my face. So the first count is a step back and a clasp. We step back on our toe, not with our foot flat. Again, I'm on group 1 right now. Group 2 would still be standing still, just the way we just were. So the next count, turn to the side, up on your toes and lay your feet flat. You're in a broken T. Count 3, candlesticks, nice strong arms. Count 4, you're gonna step forward with that same foot that you stepped backward with, which should be your left foot. As you step, you're gonna lean and bend, because we combine the counts. So this is 4, and on 5, you're going to pull it all back in and shoot your arms out. Now, obviously, you're not pointed directly at Maui, but you're pointed the direction of Maui, or basically the direction of the other group. So now you guys are standing. Group 2, who is still like this, you guys do not have to start on their count 5 anymore, because we took out that extra count. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to start after that with 1, turn 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then remember to come back in with your feet together. Okay? As soon as you guys get to count 5, you're going to wait. You're not going to wait. Group 2 and group 1 has already been here. So group 1, as soon as you see group 2 at count 5, you are all going to explode away from Maui with fists while slowly turning to this. You basically have 1, 2, 3 counts to get there. So it's 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and then we go into the toe touch. So to continue to break down the counts, the toe touch, you stay bent on 1. Since you're already bent, you can do a little like knee hop if you need an extra prep, that's fine. I don't want it to be like this, really obvious. So you're already down, just bend your knees 1, hit that high V on 2, swing the arms on 3, you're gonna hit your toe touch on 4, which in the music is dum-da-dee, day, land on 5, you're going to hop out on 6. Your hands are right down by your sides. And you're gonna lean back, starting with your right shoulder, and do 7 and 8. So you should be leaned on 8. The next counts, you're gonna come up on 1. Your elbows should be parallel to each other, right next to each other. Count 2, you open up like you're holding a giant, something really heavy, barbell, I don't know. Count 3, you're gonna be looking down at where your hands are going. And you're going to be bending both knees and doing a slight lunge this way. So it is not this, and it's not this. You're not squatting, and you're not completely lunging. So you're basically partial lunging, but both knees are bent. Then you're gonna use this leg to push off of to give you a little power to go this move. Do not jump. This foot should never come off the ground in this move. So you go from 7, 8, or rather, I guess that's 1, 2, this is 3, 4. And you're gonna be looking at this hand on 4. And this foot's in the air. So on 5, you put it down and you hit the touchdown at the angle. 5 and 6 and, 5 and 6. Then you're gonna jump on the and 7 and 8. Okay, so keep in mind, we're doing this, it's hey mom, mom, ma, and then we're jumping on the hey, but we're also pumping our fist. Hey mom, mom, ma. So your fist should be pumping 4 times, not 2, not continuously, not just shaking your palm. It's actually an exact number. So again, when we jump, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but obviously faster with the music. Next counts. This is the beat in the drum, the part we just learned. You're gonna bring this hand down. This will be your first drum. And then your right foot, And you're gonna stomp that foot at the same time as you beat. 1 and 2. Okay, don't walk forward, just kind of do it in place. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're shaking our palms. Now I realized something, since we didn't get to practice with palms at practice on Thursday, and our palms are gonna be in our hands, we're obviously not gonna be able to grab our wrists. So what we're gonna do is cross our wrist. So this is how it's gonna look when you're holding the palms, but you really probably won't even see your hands. So as long as you get them above your head, not here, but up here, that's what's important. Okay, so again, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now, I'm gonna do the back row first. Front row, you will be doing something at this time, but I can't do both at the exact same time in the video. So the back row, for the counts right after this, you're gonna come out of this, and for the back row, that's Jaylee, Ella, Maui's included in this row, Olivia and Mia, and you're gonna go with your right foot forward. I have my weight off. You're gonna take a little step, just enough to pop that hip out. As you pop the hip out, you're gonna hit the high V. 1 and 2, and then 3, 4. Okay? So again, you're here, and it's 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay? Back row. You guys are gonna go from here, front row. Front row being the other four, McKenna, Emily, Bella, and Maui. Not Maui, Lily. You guys are gonna go straight to a low V. Okay, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 4. So you'll end in that low V. And I'm getting flustered, so I forgot to tell you, your leg is out as well. So everybody's right leg is popped out. The only difference with the front row is you gotta be quick to go from here to hit that high V, because the other guys only have to go here. So don't take a whole count to go down, because this is a fast song, okay? So again, you're here, and you're 1 and 2, 3, 4. Again, my feet are still forward, if you can see them, but my hips just popped out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down the next 8 count, which we did not get to learn at practice, but it does finish off the chorus of the song, and this is an 8 count we're gonna be doing tomorrow in Expo. We will go over this at the game, we'll go over this in our hour warm-up before the Expo. It's a pretty easy 8 count. So we just have to have a stopping place for the song for this week. For the competition, however, we will actually have a whole lot more moves. So we're all in this position, whether we're here or whether we're here. So I'm gonna do it with the front row this time. And what everybody's gonna do on count 1 is they're gonna step forward with your foot that's back, which should be your left, and put this hand on your hip. This hand's gonna go up, and it's kind of a fluid movement, so it's not a pause here, but it's 1 and 2, okay? So it's 1 and 2. So if we're here, 2, okay? So it's quick. On 3, you're gonna pop this fist out like a T and take the left foot and put it behind you. Put it behind you enough and stay up on your toe to where you can turn around. Because this is 3 and 4. So now we're backwards. We're back to the hey ma mamas. What we're gonna do, and the idea of what it's supposed to look like, is if we didn't have palms, we would be looking over this shoulder first, and we would be using our hand like we're yelling at someone, like, hey ma mama. We obviously have palms, so what we're gonna do instead is we're just gonna hold our hand like this. So again, our hands are on our hips. It's hey ma ma ma, switch sides, hey ma ma ma. You wanna get all the way to where your face is looking at the audience like we're calling out to them, okay? And for the purpose of just for Expo, right after that, you're just gonna come down because I'll stop the music, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my best and hope I don't mess up while I'm recording this to do the dance. I am going to go on, I might do it twice. So I might do it with group 1 first, and the second time do it with group 2, just so that we get the timing right, so you both have something to watch. The only problem is there's technically 4 groups, because half of you in group 1 do the back ripple, and the other half do the front ripple, and the same thing in the other group. I didn't want to have to make 4 different videos, but you guys know if you're front or back row. So I'm just going to do the group 1, group 2 thing, so I'll probably do this twice, and that way if I mess up too, you'll have another thing to look at. So I'm going to start the music, and this is also going to have the beginning sounds on it, so when you're at home, you can practice it with the, you have 5 seconds to catch your breath part. 1 second.